It's that time of year where the tropics start to become more and more active, and I prelude what I'm about to show you with that. Out here across the Atlantic and into the Gulf, there is now a low chance of a tropical development. 20% over the course of the next 7 days, according to the National Hurricane Center. And do want to emphasize this is a low chance, but it's not zero. And at the very least, we're going to be looking at an increase in rainfall across the first coast as we go ahead through Sunday and also into Monday. I'm meteorologist Robert Speta. Let's talk about this. And first off, the initialization of water vapor satellite imagery right here, kind of giving you a broader view of this upper level low located towards the north and west of Jacksonville, out here across Alabama and Mississippi. Now, what's going to happen is this area combined with a front, it's going to slowly drift towards the south, and it's going to move over these warmer waters of the Gulf. And that is going to allow the potential for a tropical trough to start to develop. And with that, an area of low pressure on top of that, and some of the more aggressive guidance even makes this kind of an organized low, as the ECMWF shows right here. I do want to be fully transparent. The GFS, another one of the models, doesn't really show much at all, while some of the other guidance, like the Google DeepMind, a new AI model, does also show something. My point is, there is still the chance of something developing here, but at the very least, this is looking like a trough that's going to be starting to spin up, and that's going to increase rainfall across the Big Bend area here of Florida, including around the Tampa area. Could be looking at several inches of precipitation before it slowly works its way towards the north and east, moving, yes, over Jacksonville and the first coast, bringing with it that rain chances as we go ahead through Sunday and over towards Monday. Now, let's talk about the ingredients. What you need for tropical cyclone development. 80-degree temperatures or above, you need basically converging winds at the surface and abundant moisture. So already have an area of convection or a tropical wave or something like that. And plus lower vertical wind shear, those upper level winds kind of all blowing in the same direction. First off, sea surface temperatures. Yeah, it's warm enough out there. Into the mid to high 80s near 90 degrees in spot. Not only at the surface, but the overall column of water is pretty deep. We haven't had much out there to kind of stir things up. On top of that, let's talk about wind shear. Now, at this time, here on Wednesday, there is a decent amount of shear. But as we go ahead through the weekend, that shear does start to back off a little bit. And that means that change in the upper level winds throughout the atmosphere. A little bit less means that this could start to act like an engine. Basically, you get that inflow at the bottom and outflow aloft. You don't have something blowing it over. The other thing we've had over the last week is the Saharan dust. It's been making for kind of those muted sunrises and sunsets, a little bit of allergies for some people out there. Still in the area, so that could hinder development, but it's not quite as intense as we were seeing earlier this week and this past weekend. So my point with all of this is that, well, there is at least going to be an increase in rainfall for the first coast as we head through this weekend, and we're likely going to be putting out a weather impact alert because of that. Let's go back there. Let's try to look at this one more time. A low chance of tropical development, and I think at this point, here on Wednesday, July 14th, or excuse me, 15th, that is. Watch and monitor this right now. It is not time to start running for the hills or buying up sandbags or anything like that. It is still a low chance of tropical development, but it is something we're definitely going to continue to keep an eye on. firstcoastnews.com/hurricanes. We're going to have the latest information on this, some of the maps and everything, so you can follow along and give you the latest updates on how this could be impacting Jacksonville and, of course, the first coast, as well as the broader scope of what's happening out here in the tropics. But for now, I'm meteorologist Robert Speta. Always going to continue to keep you posted here at First Coast News.